The final problem in the multiple choice part is about trigonometric ratios. Here we have to find the trigonometric ratios, that is, see the sine, cosine, tan for different angles. So this is M and over here L for both of them. Now what happens is, imagine we are considering L, then this is theta, right? That is the angle we are considering. And how do we remember the formulas? We can just remember so, ka, toa. And this is sine theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse, whereas cosine theta is adjacent by hypotenuse, and lastly we have tan theta that is equal to opposite by adjacent. Now if you remember so much, you can easily apply the formulas. Now here, you instead of writing theta, you can write it as L, angle L as well. It's up to you. The opposite side over here is this one L, and the hypotenuse doesn't change, it's always opposite to 90 degrees, and the other side remaining one is adjacent. So these are the three sides. Do we know the distance of all? Look over here, all the dimensions are given. L is, I'll write in terms of L and then I will write it out. Sine theta, sine L, so I'll write it as L itself, will be equal to opposite by hypotenuse. Cosine L will be equal to opposite, adjacent, that is M, by N. And lastly, tan L will be equal to opposite, that is L by M. Now you just substitute the values here. What is L? It is 15 by N is 39. Here we have 36 by 39, and lastly we have 15 by 36. This is it. But whereas now we will consider the M angle. So here the hypotenuse does not change, but this is the angle in consideration, M. The opposite will be M, and the adjacent is L in this case. So if it is sine M, that is going to be opposite is M by N. Whereas cosine M will be this one, L by N. And lastly, tan M would be M by N. L, sorry. Yeah, even I got confused over there. So all you do is substitute the values. M is 36 by 39. Then we have 15 by 39. And then lastly, we have 36 by 39. So 36 by 15. L is 15. So this is these are the answers. That's how we easily solve it. If you remember the trigonometric ratios formulas, then it's nothing. Just choose which angle you need to solve and see the opposite, adjacent, and the hypotenuse, and easily solve it up. So these are the answers. Okay, now here they have written in decimal. That's simple. All you do is put this in the calculator, 15 by 39, and press SD. You will get the answers. Generally in your exam you might get in fractions itself, not 15 by 39. It'll be simplified. Let me show you in the calculator. All you do is write this out, 15 divided by 39. So it's 5 by 13. Generally you might have this as your answer, sine L is equal to 5 by 13, or it is equal to 0.38. Same way you can do the others. So we just change this to 36 and you will get 12 by 13 or 0.92. Please try these by yourselves. They are nothing much. Just using the trigonometric ratios and you will get the answers. Same over here. Over here as well. There's no much difference in this. It's just that which angle you're considering. When you're considering, say, angle R, opposite is over here. And this is your this is hypotenuse. And the other one is adjacent. Whereas I'll just change the color over here. For S, then this becomes opposite when it's S, and this is the adjacent. The adjacent and opposite swap to each other. Similarly, this is also the same thing. You can see all the answers over here. Please do them by yourselves and then check the answers. Now, since this is an electronic part, I'm not gonna do all the big methods and everything, writing opposite sign. You can write this. It's very, very simple. They have told over here this is special right triangle, and you can write the formula and try solving it, but I'll show you in the calculator how easily you can get the answer. All you need to do is sine 30, and that's the answer, 1 by 2 or 0.5. Now tan 45 over here, tan 45 degrees will give you 1. So that's the answer. Now sometimes if your mode is in radian, shift, mode and 4, never do that. But if you do that, the answer will be wrong. So what happens is if this is an R over here in the calculator, that means it's in radian mode. So then this doesn't work. See, sine 30 degrees will give you wrong answer. So when this R is visible, just press shift 9 3 equal AC to clear your calculator, or you can go to shift mode, and this default mode is in degree, that is 3. So whenever you have been given in degrees, say these cos 60, now you'll get the correct answer, that is half or 0.5, and sine 60 over here is given as root 3 by 2, and that's 0.887. So that's the answers. You can write it in fraction itself. Same way over here, please use your calculator and try them by yourselves, and similarly do the others. This is root 2 by 2 or 1 by 2 root. See now, if you do it in your calculator here, cosine 45, you will get root 2 by 2. That is same as 1 by root 2. Why? Because I'll show you, it's 0.707, right? Now even 1 by root 2 is the same thing, 0.707. So if at all your option is not, they just solve the options and see what is the decimal value, and whichever matches is your correct answer. Now we have a problem here to find the x. Now what formula can you use here? What do we know? Hypotenuse, no, unknown. This is the theta. So opposite is what we need to solve, and adjacent is there. So tan theta gives you opposite by adjacent, isn't it? So now tan 64 degrees will be equal to opposite is x by adjacent is 11. Just put this directly in the calculator, you will get the answer, or you can solve it by taking 11 to the other side. Let me do both the ways. So here I'm going to write tan 64, close the bracket, equals x divided by 11, shift and solve, and then press equal to. Your answer is 22.5. Also, you can take this 11 to the other side, and it'll just be 11 multiplied by tan 64, and the answer is 22.55. And here again we have one more problem. Same, the figure is given, theta, opposite is unknown, hypotenuse is known, and adjacent side is known. Adjacent hypotenuse is given by cosine theta, that is adjacent by hypotenuse. So all you need to do over here is cosine 29 degrees will be equal to adjacent is x by hypotenuse 29. So what I'll do is, you can take this 29 to the other side and multiply it with cosine 29 degrees, and the answer is 25.36. Or you can put this equation as it is in the calculator with variable x. If you only put x, you have to put equal to, but if you take this to the other side, you just solve the left side. That is the answer to x, right? So the answer is 25.36. Here as well, we have been given, which is this side, this is the hypotenuse, because you can see this is like 90 degrees. Let me just change the color so it's much visible. This is given, okay, that is also, this is known 90 degree because it's the right angle. Hypotenuse is known to be 32. This is the adjacent side. Why? Because the opposite is unknown, right? So we have to use cosine theta, that is adjacent by hypotenuse, and cosine 41 will be equal to opposite is adjacent is unknown, divided by hypotenuse is 32. So it's just 32 multiplied by cosine 41 degrees. Now when you write 32, it's automatically taken as multiplication here. Okay, it's automatically considered that. It's 24.15. And what about this one here? So they have been given as this particular angle, they have given one of the side, but what do we need to find is what is the height of the formation. The height is required. You don't need to even, read through all that problem, just the height is unknown. So theta, opposite, adjacent. hypotenuse is unknown. We don't need that because we have tan theta that tells us tan theta will be equal to opposite by adjacent. So all you do is tan 36 degrees will be equal to x by 43. So now if you take 43 to the other side, you just multiply 43 times tan 36. Or you can put the equation like this by using equal to an x. You will get the same answer, 31.24. So here 31.24 is supposed to be the exact value, but they have just taken a rounded off to the nearest meter. See, they have mentioned rounded to the nearest meter, so it'll be 31, not the greater one, because less than 31.5, it'll be just 31. Here as well, the last problem. So finally there, this is the theta. We know the hypotenuse. What do we need? Here we need to know how high is the first floor. Okay, high means the height, this one, not the, but if they are told the distance between the base and something, that would be the adjacent side. But now we need the opposite, that is x. So opposite by hypotenuse is given by sine theta, that is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. And over here sine theta is 15 degrees, that is equal to x by 60. So all you do is 60 to the other side multiplied by sine 15 degrees, that will be equal to x. So all you do is put in the calculator. Here it's 60 times sine 15. That's your answer. You write it as 15 point nearest tenth of a foot. So 15.5 would be the answer. Even you can put this equation. Look here, sine 15 will be equal to x, that is fraction x, divided by 60. You can just press shift and solve here. The answer will be 15.5. The same answer what we got. Round it off the nearest foot, nearest tenth of a foot, sorry. So that is your answer. And that is the end of all the multiple choice questions. If you have found these videos helpful, please share it with your friends. Let them know about this channel Best Math, where you can find all the end of term exam questions and exam lessons explanation for free. And I just want to thank all the students who like my videos, who share my videos, and all the gratitude comments. I really thank you so much. Your comments really make my day. A single thank you always puts a big smile on my face. Thank you very much. And I wish you all the best in your exams. I hope everyone does well. If you have any doubts, any clarifications, please do post them in the comments and I will get back to you.